Hello, Dimanjo from Motorheads, and today we're looking at a seemingly unlikely comparison between two of the most popular high-performance sports cars on the market. I am, of course, talking about the 2025 Porsche 911 992.2 Carrera and the 2025 Nissan GT-R R35. As we know, this is the last year in which the current generation GT-R will be around. It's been long overdue for replacement. I mean, it's fundamentally the same car since 2007, with some tweaks here and there to the chassis, suspension, engine, more power, more torque, and etc. Now, not so the case with the 911. For 2025, the model was actually the 992 model was updated. As always, the updates are relatively minor, at least for the Carrera models. Well, the GTS is obviously a hybrid now. The Turbo will also be a hybrid. But the base Carrera, it now starts at $120,100. This is your entryway into 911 territory. And I mean, it's a lot of money. And you do get a base car with a lot of optional equipment available for extra charge, of course. Porsche will be happy to take extra money from you if they can get away with it. And they seem to be doing that. I mean, the Porsche 911 is just that good. However, if we're looking for bang for the buck, the Nissan GT-R is actually $10 cheaper at $120,090. So pretty much the same price, but you do get a whole lot of car in every measurable way, both in terms of power output, performance, and sheer size. I mean, the thing weighs over 3,900 pounds, whereas the Porsche is just over 3,300 pounds. And still, the 911 is still a relatively compact, lightweight vehicle compared to its peers. Looking at the figures, we still get the 3-liter twin turbo flat 6 from the previous 992. It now has 992.1 turbochargers, so they have been deboosted, so power output isn't a whole lot different. It's 389 horsepower, 332 pound-feet. You do get those from very low in the RPM range. It is rear-wheel drive only, and even so, it manages 3.9 seconds to 60. Could be even a bit quicker because Porsche downplays those figures a bit. Obviously, that's partially thanks to the 8-speed PDK automatic. It's one of the quickest ones out there, 0.1 second shifts, whereas the GTR in R mode does 0.15, so a bit slower, but it's the response of the PDK that really gets it the edge it needs. I mean, from kickdown, these things just have no issue dropping a few gears down and disappearing. The GTR gearbox, not so much. You can tell it's an old gearbox. It's also 6-speed instead of 8, so I really wish Nissan did a 7-speed or something like that. Still though, 565 horsepower, 467 pound-feet of torque. It's no slouch. 0 to 16, 2.8. Obviously, we have the Atessa ETS Pro all-wheel drive system with torque vectoring and limited slip rear differential. I believe the Nismo has front LSD as well. So in terms of the exterior, both cars have their own distinctive look. The 911 shape hasn't fundamentally changed since the 60s. You still have the classic rear engine layout. The Nissan is a bit more conventional in that it is a front engine design. Most of the engine is behind the front axle, so we can talk about a front midship layout. The design is equally as distinctive, more angular, more substantial, Gundam style, so they say, as cliché as it sounds. But it is a more substantial car overall, the Nissan. You get almost 6 inches more in length, 13 inches more wheelbase, longer wheelbase, so this should mean shorter overhangs as well. It is like 2 inches wider as well. So yeah, a whole lot of car. Interior wise, even after the 2017 update, it was the most major revision done to the GT-R, it still feels a bit outdated compared to the Porsche. The Porsche just feels more sophisticated, better built, better infotainment, bigger screen. You get the classic features again, like the 5-gauge instrument cluster, although it's fully digital now. I wish they had kept the analog tachometer, or at least to give you the option of one, but it is what it is. The Le Mans style key position on the left. So yeah, the overall familiar design with a few more modern features. So there we have it. Which one would you choose for 120k? Would you get the more powerful Nissan or the more classically correct 911? Newer tech as well. The Nissan, it's going away, and we know Nissan are cooking something up. A new GT-R, it is coming. We don't know when exactly. We know it's probably going to be a hybrid, and I really hope they don't butcher it. Porsche sort of showed the way with the T-hybrid powertrain, and I really hope Nissan does something similar. Let us know in the comments what you think. See you.